Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I wanted to go ahead and make this video because I found it very interesting. Khabib Nurmagomedov lays out an honest retirement time frame for Islam Makhachev ahead of leaked return. Now, we all know what that leaked return is. He's supposedly going to be taking on Jack Della Maddalena for that title in the welterweight division. Let's go ahead and read what Khabib had to say, because there's a lot of things that I agree with and some things that I honestly really don't agree with. We're going to go ahead and read what Khabib Nurmagomedov has to say. But before we do, all I ask is for you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment on this video, and let me know what you guys think. Islam, maybe my honest opinion, 1.5 to 2 years because of his age. In October is going to be 34. Nobody is going to be the same. When time comes, they don't ask, what's your name? When you become 35, you need to stop doing this, because you should leave the sport for the young guys. Now, that's obviously Khabib Nurmagomedov talking about Islam Makhachev. He then goes on to say, when you become 35, you don't finish, somebody's going to finish you. Why? It's better to finish. After 35, you're never going to be the same. People can talk whatever they want. When you're past your prime, you are going to only fight for money. Now, I do agree with that last part. I do agree whenever Khabib Nurmagomedov says that when it comes to a certain time, if you know you can't compete against the best of the best, or you're not like close to the title at all, you know, you should definitely start weighing your options. Are you now fighting for money, or are you realistically still fighting for the belt? In my honest opinion, it's kind of hard to say with Islam Makhachev, you know, to say that he's never not going to be in that title conversation because of how good he is, because of how polished he is as a fighter. He just doesn't have, you know, great grappling and wrestling instincts. He honestly has some really, really good striking, and that's because he's able to pull off a lot of the things that we know him to pull off for in the grappling and wrestling. So that frees up his hands to be actually used, you know, in the context of MMA. Overall, he's a great MMA fighter. He's not just a great grappler and great wrestler. He also has really, really good striking. But overall, as a fighter, Islam Makhachev is very, very good. Now, I think nowadays, especially with the whole age thing, 35 kind of seems to be a little bit of a conversation that we need to have in the sport, because people were saying that once you hit, you know, 35, you're pretty much done. But if we look at the case of, you know, somebody that's literally on the screen right now, Alex Pereira, he was a champion at 37 in the light heavyweight division. Granted, it is a heavier division. You know, it's a little heavier than welterweight, and it's a little bit heavier than lightweight, definitely. But that just goes to show that even if you're 37 years old, 35, you're still pretty much competing at the highest level. If you're, you know, damn near close to it, you could probably even still become champion. You know, if we look at fighters like Alexander Volkanovski, you know, that he recently regained his title back in the featherweight division. He is 34 years plus, or how old is he? 36 now in the featherweight division, champion at that. I think that Islam Makhachev is in that special case where he's not the same as every other fighter. I mean, that just goes without saying. The dude is like one of the best statistical fighters in the lightweight division I think we've ever seen. You know, so I do think that Islam Makhachev can compete past the age of 35. If you ask me personally, maybe not at the lightweight division, but definitely in some division in the UFC. I think it's kind of hard to make a case that he'll never not be a freaking contender for a title in the UFC. So, I mean, I think at 35 years old, if Islam has, you know, until then to compete, he could retire tomorrow and say that honestly, he's one of the best fighters to ever walk in the octagon, without a doubt. And I think that if he were to walk away from the sport right now, I think he's, you know, just squeezes in top 10. I think he just squeezes in, or there's a really strong case for why he should be top 10. Definitely he'll do it in 2 years, without a doubt. But by then, you know, who knows? Maybe he'll be in the top 5 conversation. Islam Makhachev is a very talented guy. He's a very good fighter. I mean, all we need to see from him from this point forward is him being that same consistent guy that we all know that he can be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with Khabib Nurmagomedov? Or do you guys would you guys even like to see Islam Makhachev compete past the age of 35? I know I would, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.